The first design of my nail art challenge that made me want to throw the nail across the room. These were the vibes. A super cute, simple fawn deer pattern, right? No, wrong. I started off with a light colored base, a light creamy color, and I picked a couple different browns and started to blend those browns together, thinking I would do an easy vertical ombre using a brush, adding some darker colors, adding some lighter colors, and just blending till it looked good. But it never looked good. It just wasn't the right tones. And it's not that it looked bad, it just did not look like that fawn animal print that I was going for. I was blending, adding, taking away, blending some more, and it never happened. So I decided to scrap this nail and start over. I started with the same color base, but used some warmer tone browns this time, and it was looking better. However, it still just wasn't giving what I needed it to give. So I decided to scrap that again, and this time I used the Amy's Clients Paint and Pat palette, and this was actually what helped the design come together so much better. I actually think the texture from the sponge gave it a more natural fawn pattern look, and my nail tip fell off of the stand. I mean, it was one of those days. I focused on keeping that darkness in the center of the nail, and I added a little bit more with my brush and used that sponge to blend it out, but I wanted to keep the sides a little bit lighter so I could get that really cute fawn look. I also flipped my sponge around and used the clean side just to help blend those edges a little bit and add just a little bit more lightness on the edges, and I think that's what helped make it come together. Now I just added some white little dots, focusing the dots towards the sides of the nails and leaving the center a little bit empty, and doing different sizes of dots. So some bigger, some really tiny ones in between there. At this point, I was finally feeling good about my design. I decided to go with a matte top coat, but you can see here what it would kind of look like if it was shiny. I don't have it yet, but if I had some of that fluffy powder, I think the white dots fluffy would be so cute. I will see you tomorrow for day 13, and hopefully it goes a little smoother.